Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown and Analysis for Friday, the 10th of November 2023. We'll be breaking down chart on should the exact zones where price will close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Thursday, the daily has been bullish and more likely will be closing bullish, forming daily support around 1950-500. Now, on yesterday's analysis, I've predicted, before this daily candle existed, I've predicted for the daily candle to close bullish to form a daily support in the anticipation to have the weekly candle retracing. And literally this played out exactly to the T based on a daily time frame. And I'll be attaching a small clip just to showcase how we've broke that down, basically how we've anticipated. But the only issue we could face here is we might see the following daily candle. For example, we might see the Thursday daily candle forming a daily support, and this is the anticipation based on how the daily candle has been playing so far for the current weekly candle. Because here's the thing, so what we can see is we have three daily candles. So far we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday bearish, and we've had, I'd say, barely no retracement, no top wick has been formed yet on the weekly. So maybe we could see a daily candle for Thursday forming a week daily support, and then potentially having the Friday daily candle to break below the potential support on a daily and breaking below and basically having this clean traffic on the left. But anyways, I'm still gonna explain why I anticipated the daily candle to close bullish. Now we're looking on the weekly time frame. Actually, the weekly candle, the current weekly candle, when it opened, it hasn't formed the top wick. The weekly filled the previous weekly low and broke below, and it has been extremely bearish. Now when you drop down to the daily time frame, and what do we see? Before this daily candle existed, we've had three daily candles. So we've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday closing bearish. We've had a retracement on the Tuesday daily candle, but this ended up getting filled on the Wednesday daily candle. So the anticipation was, since the weekly candle hasn't formed the top wick, and since still the weekly has been, let's say the daily candle, the daily time frame has been extremely bearish. Now we need it. Usually we see price retracing on the weekly. So now if the weekly candle retraces, that would look like the daily candle forming a support on a daily time frame within that weekly candle. And as we can see, the daily candle formed a daily support. So now the anticipation is maybe we could see another daily candle closing bullish to retrace, and then to allow price to retrace, maybe then the following weekly candle form a top wick, maybe retest this weekly open, and then break the low and continue bearish. And now to break down the chart and drop it down to the daily time frame, a daily support to be formed around 1950. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here is we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 1948.700. We have the most recent 4-hour resistance formed around 1962.900. Zooming in and drop it down to the hourly time frame. Now what we can see here is we have a new range on the hourly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to adjust this level to 1956.100. The level of resistance to be adjusted to 1963. Drop it down to the 5-minute time frame. Now we have a same level of support. We can adjust the level of resistance to 1964. Drop it down to the 15-minute time frame. Now we have a same level of support and a resistance. So now to identify the no-trade zone, I'd say this is actually a good no-trade zone. So I'd say potential buys could potentially be above 1964-200. And potential sells, what we do is we need to wait for price to break and close below 1956-100. And this is going to be the no-trade zone. And now to look for potential buys, and going back to the daily. So since the daily candle for Thursday closing bullish and forming a daily support around 1950, now our anticipation is to see maybe a deeper pullback for price to retest an area on the left. Now the first thing we can see here is, zooming in, let's have a look at the daily. What we can see here is we can see this previous daily support from around 1972.800. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and now we have this 4-hour resistance formed around 1969-100. Drop it down to the hourly time frame. This is an hourly range. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, that's also a 30-minute range. More likely will be consolidation zone on the 50-minute time frame. So I'd say the first target for buys could potentially be 1969-100, targeting this 4-hour resistance. The second target for buys, now again we're going to put a line to where this daily support formed around 1972 800. Drop it down to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4 hour time frame, we have this previous 4 hour support around 1976 200. And then when looking on the hourly time frame, now we have an hourly resistance around 1973 700. Looking at the family time frame, that's the same level of resistance. I would say the second target for buys could potentially be 1973 700, targeting this hourly resistance. And now to look for potential sells, and going back to the daily. Now we have this daily support around 1950 700. Drop it down to the 4 hour time frame. We have this previous 4 hour resistance. Looking at the hourly, clean traffic all the way down to 1950. Yes, we do have this previous 1 hour resistance, but still clean traffic on the left. Now this is a messy range on the hourly. Drop it down to the 5-minute and the 15-minute time frame. I would say probably better to stick to the high time frame. So I would say the first target for sales could potentially be a daily support formed around 1950 700. The second target for sells, now we have a 4 hour support in here. Drop it down to the hourly. We have an hourly support around 1945 300. That's the same level as well on the 5-minute time frame, as well as the 15-minute time frame. So I'd say the second target for sales could potentially be a 1945 300, targeting the hourly support formed at this level.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.